Sustainably yours. You okay? Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. So today we will be reviewing the Litter Robot 4. It's been a while since I've reviewed an automatic litter box, and I've been dying to try the Litter Robot for a long time now, and I never did because the older models it didn't look pleasing to the eye, at least to my eye. And then they came out with number 4 recently, and I'm like, oh, it looks way better now. So I bought it. This is not a sponsored video. It was not gifted. I purchased it with my own money, so y'all better watch this video. I purchased it through their website, whisker.com. I'll link it below. The litter box alone retails for about $700. And I believe you can bundle it with other items and other accessories for more. I did not opt into that. So on their website, it says that this is the highest rated automatic litter box out there. We'll see. Let's get into the features of this litter box. So this litter box is said to drastically reduce litter box odors. Odor trap system neutralizes litter box odors with its sealed waste drawer. Minimize litter tracking with included fence and step. Has a multi-cat design which suits up to 4 cats. Has a patent sifting process which quietly separates the waste from the clean litter. Monitor litter box usage right from your phone. Through the app, there is real-time tracking, so it'll track litter and waste drawer levels. As cat recognition, it uses laser and weight sensor technology to detect cats weighing 3 pounds and up. It has enhanced safety. The integrated Safe Cat system continuously analyzes 4 zones to ensure your kitty's safety. So it says it's easy setup. You can use any clumping cat litter and regular trash bag. I'm going to test this litter robot with my all-time favorite clumping litter, which is Sustainably Yours large grain litter. I'm going to test it out for a month or 2, and we'll get back to you with the pros, cons, and my final thoughts. So it's been 2 months of using the litter robot, and I took extensive notes and footage. I don't review automatic litter boxes that often, but I decided we will break this up into categories. So in the future, if there are new reviews coming out, we can really compare things apples to apples. We'll discuss 6 different categories. 1 is litter and waste capacity. 2, app and software. 3 is noise. 4, odor control. 5, cleaning. And 6 will be miscellaneous. So anything that really pertains to a brand. So with that being said, let's dive right into litter and waste capacity. How much litter does the litter robot actually hold, and how much does the waste bin hold? On their manual, it says it holds 8 to 10 pounds of litter, or 1 gallon. I think that estimate is not accurate. The litter robot does have a max line for you to reference when you pour in your litter. I did do that, and I thought I was like hitting at the line, maybe a little bit over, like the teeniest bit. When it went to do its first cycle, it literally tossed out so much litter. I thought that was gonna be it, given that, it's gonna hold whatever it was gonna hold, and whatever it was going to waste, it was gonna be tossed. So I cycled it again, just to see, and more litter was just tossed directly into the waste bin. And I'm like, this is so weird. So I cycled 6 times, and literally excess litter was still getting tossed out. And to me, it doesn't make sense. That was a little frustrating. So I highly recommend filling a little bit lower than the max line. Now, did it hold 8 to 10 pounds of litter? I don't think it did. I tested 2 different types of litter. So one was the Arm & Hammer hardball litter, and that bag was 16.5 pounds. That meant that half the bag should have fit in that litter robot, and it did not. I've been using the Arm & Hammer for an entire month now, and I still have 1/3 of the bag. And I fill the litter robot at least once a week, maybe 2 times a week. Definitely not holding 8 to 10 pounds. And as for the waste bin capacity, for 3 cats using the litter robot about 90% of the time, that equate to about 40 uses a week. We only really needed to change the bin out once a week, sometimes 2. So the second category is app and software. So this is going to be a long category because I'm going to have a lot of like sub little categories. Let's start off with the app. The litter robot does come with an app. I know there are some automatic litter boxes out there that does not. Personally, I do like having an app. Not that I use it all that much, but when I do need to reference it, it's nice to have. So what kind of information does the app have? It will tell you the level of clean litter, and it will tell you the level of your waste bin. It will send you reminders on when to empty your waste bin. You can select a cycle delay. So it actually gives you 5 different options in cycle delay after your cat leaves the litter robot. It will track your pet's weight when your pet uses it, and it will log history. The last 2 is really nice because for me, my cats tend to have a lot of issues, and so I like to know who went if they did go. Now the app doesn't like assign a name to the weight, which I mean, it's okay. It would have been nice because otherwise you kind of have to remember your pet's weight, and if you have multiple with like really similar weight, it gets a little bit like confusing there. It has different features, like you can turn on the globe light, you can adjust the brightness of the light, you can manual cycle. So you can also adjust this lighting right here. Okay, so moving from the app to the software. What do I mean by software? Just basically the programming that went into the litter robot. Getting the easiest one out the way, cat detection. It senses the cat really well and really fast. Like literally immediately it senses something is going into the robot, it stops. So that's a really safe feature for your cats. Now for the software itself, on rotating automatically and whatnot, it is a little glitchy. No tech is perfect out there. Like sometimes your iPhone freezes. It happens. So what happened with us was the robot actually got stuck mid-rotation. I don't know what happened. I think it froze. It started rotating and cleaning, and then it just got stuck, and it was exposing like the waste bin from underneath, and I didn't realize it got stuck until I was sitting in my living room like, why does it smell so bad? And that's when I realized it was because it's been stuck there for like the longest time. I waited for like 10 minutes and it never rotated. After resetting it, it worked fine. So another example of when it glitched on us was when I added new litter, I hit reset so it can tear the new litter. Then I went to bed. I woke up and I'm like, why does the litter robot look kind of gross? It was looking a little extra clumpy. I look at the app and lo and behold, it was not cycling. And basically overnight it collected 5 pees and 2 poo in there. And the waste bin was nowhere full. Again, I click reset and cycle, and it's been fine ever since. Oh, another example of it being glitchy. I feel like I have so many examples of it being glitchy. I really have bad luck with technology. So my waste bin was clearly full, but for some reason, the software and app told me it was 0%. Luckily, that only happened once. So I think glitches are just a part of technology, and it's just something you're gonna have to deal with. Now, let's talk about the accuracy of the software. It's like a hit and miss. Sometimes it'll tell me that it's like 75-60% full, and I'm like, it's only been used twice. How did it go through that much litter already? And it really didn't. It looks like it's completely full. I would take the litter level like with a grain of salt. You really do have to eyeball it, I feel like. The accuracy with the waste bin is pretty spot on. It's like 30 hours after use, and it already says refill. and it's only cycled 10 times, but you have to minus like 3 or 4 of them because Louise falsely triggered it. She didn't actually use it, but you can see it's a little like lopsided, but I don't think it needs a refill. And the drawer says 20%, 6 peas and 1 poo, and it's asking me to refill that already. And it is super accurate with the weight. It perfectly weighed out all 3 of my cats. So moving on to our third category, noise. So we tested the litter robot next to our sofa. We also moved it to where our main litter area is. Now, why am I using the sofa as a reference point? It's because I hang out there a lot. What I have noticed is the litter robot is, I don't want to say loud. Like on a scale of 1 to 5, maybe 3, you're definitely going to notice when it's rotating. So when the litter robot first cycles, it has like this jolting noise. It like crunches, it clicks. And I can hear it when it's 30 to 40 feet away. You're also going to hear noises when the litter robot cycles, and that is because of the litter. Now, I don't think this is a big deal at all. I feel like this is probably common amongst all automatic litter boxes because litter is going to have to tumble and get sifted and sorted from the waste and the clean litter. That's inevitable. Fourth category is odor control, and I think the litter robot does an okay job at controlling odor. So when I had it next to the sofa and it was like 80% full, I started noticing the smell seeping out a little. And mind you, the litter robot actually has a carbon filter right above the waste bin. So that was just a little bit alarming. However, I put it in my main litter area. I'm obviously not sitting next to it, and that was fine. I didn't notice an odor built up further. So only if you're really sitting next to it will you notice it as it gets full. Now, I do want to talk about the carbon filter. I think it helps with the odor control, but I think we really have to be careful with the filter. Now, on their website, it says change it out once a month. I did not know this. I changed it out after 2 months of use, and I'm speechless because at first I thought, okay, that looks kind of gross when I was taking apart the litter robot for cleaning. It was not dust. It was mold. And it was fuzzy, and it was also a little moist. And so, lesson from me is really you do need to change the filter out because mold will grow on there. And I guess change it based on their recommended time, which is 1 month. Now, the filter is optional. I think it would help a lot because it's a carbon filter. It will help a lot with odor control. Okay, category number 5 is cleaning. It took me an hour and a half to clean the whole thing, and I don't really think you have to deep clean it that often. If you clean out your waste bin in time, don't let it get too full because if you do, it will scrape when it's cycling. It has happened to us. Luckily, the robot is smart enough to be like, oh, there's something there. Don't slice it off. So I don't think you have to deep clean the litter robot that often, maybe once a quarter. With that being said though, you really do need to spot clean it. Now talking about deep cleaning, it's not that difficult, but there are some challenges. So luckily the piece on the top pops off really easily, and the globe is light enough I can lift it. There are a lot of nooks and crannies. You're really gonna have to vacuum all the litter crummies all the little mini baby clumps of pee that for some reason got through somewhere. You know, scrubbing it and stuff, that's the easy part, right? The part I found to be difficult was the fact that with the grate, you can't remove it to clean it. Say your cat has soft poo and it kind of gets caught, kind of gets smeared on the grate. You can't pop it off to clean it. So you're just cleaning the top part. But the back part, it's like you have to bend it, and that kind of risk that piece getting bent out of shape or snapping off completely. And also behind that grate, that's where all like the clean litter goes to when it's cycling. Ideally, I would like to clean that back part, right? But again, you can't lift the grate off, so it's inaccessible. I'm gonna add one more category, and I don't even know what to call it. I guess right for now I'm gonna call it like the build of the structure of the automatic litter box. So with the litter robot, it's kind of tight in there. Multiple times the litter sticks on the wall due to static when they like kick it around, and then it gets stuck on the side of my cat's body. And it's not just like because Sven is big. I've seen it on Louise, and Louise is only like 7 pounds. She's teeny. The space within like the globe of the litter robot is really small. It looks spacious though because the entrance is huge. So our last category is miscellaneous. One of the best parts of the litter robot is the fact that you can buy individual small parts to repair your litter robot. So if something breaks, you don't have to toss away the whole thing and get a new one. That is honestly, I feel like a more sustainable way of keeping your litter robot in use for longer. A lot of brands do not have that, and this is really like A+ litter robot. Not only can you buy individual parts to repair the robot, you can actually buy a lot of accessories. One thing I already mentioned was the carbon filter. You can buy these odor pods. There's a ramp coming soon for the litter robot 4. Now, do you need a ramp? I mean, I think it depends on your cat, but the litter robot 4 does have a step. The litter robot does offer a lot of flexibility too. You don't have to use the bags that they sell. So here are my final thoughts. I really like automatic litter boxes. I think it's really convenient for cat owners. I know people are out there going to say, oh, it's your responsibility to scoop and clean their litter boxes. Yes, and someone genius came out with an idea on how to have something else scoop it for us, okay? Not only is it, you know, a benefit for us, but it's also a benefit to your cats. Some cats are really picky, and I'm not even exaggerating here. Some cats will only go when there is a clean litter box because they don't want to use a dirty box, and sometimes dirty is like there's already a pee clump in there. Now, do you need an automatic litter box? No, you don't. I mean, it's really nice to have though. Hand scooping is fine and it's way cheaper. But if you want one, I think this is a good option. I didn't see any major issues besides like the infrequent glitching here and there, which we all know, tech glitches, it is what it is. So the litter robot is on the higher end of the price range in the world of automatic litter boxes. I will say one of my favorite features of the litter robot is the empty litter button. So when you're going to go deep clean your robot, you click that button and it just tosses everything out. I only used 2 other automatic litter boxes. One was meant for crystals specifically, so it doesn't count, and the other one, it did not have this feature, and emptying out that was a struggle. So I'm really glad that Litter Robot has that feature. I think Litter Robot is a great option if you're looking for an automatic litter box. Alright guys, I hope you guys found this review helpful. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in our next video. Bye!